Hey guys, this is Gamma, and I just wanted to let you guys know before the video starts that we are doing a podcast. As you can see, the video is the highlights of our first podcast, and we are going to be doing these as often as possible. And I'm going to try and get some highlights out of every episode if I can, and post them up here on YouTube for you guys if you're not able to listen to the whole thing. And without further ado, here are the highlights.
Who needs TV anymore these days? Not me.
Why watch TV when you can listen to us talk about Pokemon?
You can wait for all of those awkward silences of all of us watching microphones right now. Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll never notice it because I'm literally going to cut out all the dead silence.
Dang it!
Aww.
Now I sound stupid.
Now it's going to be a lot less awkward and a lot more awkward.
Are we keeping
You just
this
gotta
part
leave it
in?
that
Are we
way.
keeping this part in too?
Of course we are.
Darn diddly straight
You
we
just
are.
gotta insert an awkward silence right after Noob says something every time.
I got this. I was trying to be a cricket. I'm sorry.
Didn't know crickets could whistle.
Like if I recall, you had to do certain points in the story to get to that point. It didn't feel like an HM because you weren't restricted or using it. It was just sort of a, yeah, you've earned it. Here you go. You know what the worst way of doing this is? And Hank's Gen 4, the secret potion with Cynthia. I hated that because she just gave me the potion. She's like, yeah, you know the Psyduck with the headaches? Here, go. Why?
Yeah, that was weird. That was
Why?
very weird.
Like,
Yeah.
go get this. Oh, by the way, go give this pendant to my grandmother. Why? Like, that makes no sense. That's like, you just took the squirt bottle. Even the squirt bottle made more sense than that. It's like, I really wanted to look at this tree. I gotta go get the squirt bottle. At least there's a plot to it. This is just like, yeah, my grandmother needs this, and by the way, here's the solution. Like, what is that? I'd rather have an HM. And then they make you use defog after, and you feel even worse. Like, you know what I mean?
God.
They should really do the progression stuff again. Go back to Silphco. Go back to those story-based blockades. I don't mind blockades. I like Metroidvania. But I don't like when it doesn't make any sense, even though Metroidvania is usually technically, similar to HMs, but at least it's usable. I don't know. I like the story-based progression blocks, not the trials block because you didn't beat him. Oh, cool. 3/4 of the world's cut off. Thanks, game.
I agree with you, Noob. Honestly, if there's another way to take care of something, why should you have to look for like a potion? Like with the Psyducks, you don't need the super potion. You could just rub their feet, and they'll be fine.
Oh my god.
So-
Why? I almost feel like they're gonna try and dip into some weird, like, true anime time paradox stuff here where, I don't know. It's like, it's already Pokemon, and now you're giving me kind of like a Looney Tunes looking forest, and then you got historical facts, and you got medieval times. Like, it almost feels like a time travel thing. You think about industrial period through Big Ben and stuff like this here in the middle of the city. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be going on a historical trip and I'm going to love it.
Maybe the giant is a reference, like the giant on there. We're going to tie this all back in, and the other shape next to it that we can't see is a little like floette, and we're going to get the actual story of AZ.
Oh!
What if that's it? What if this is going to connect to Gen 6 and we get to go explore Kalos? Because Kalos is in Paris, and this makes sense! There's a freaking ferry. I've been on the ferry from London to Paris, or from the, well, it's not London, but the UK to France.
Fairy.
I have a better fan theory. We're gonna get to the part into the map where we get to see the giant etching into the hill or whatever we want to call it. We're gonna get to that part, and then they won't tell us what it is, and then we get to the end of the game and it's revealed it was all done by Banksy, because Banksy's from London, and then he's the champion of the region.
Oh my god.
That'd be amazing. I will say though, Noob, about the history thing and how history looks spread out. Like, I've been to London. It looks like that. Like, I didn't get to see a lot of the actual countryside because I stayed inside the city. But London, I read some statistic years ago. This might be incorrect, I don't know, but London's technically a forest because actually around it is just a butt ton of trees. So, but you do have like the buildings all stuck in weird and stuff.
So, really quick, you guys brought up Gen 6 and Kalos. You know how there was that whole giant Pokemon war between a
Yep.
closer region.
I like where this is going already.
So that region could probably is Galar.
Actually,
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that kind of points
Yeah.
towards it. From what I've seen on the
yeah,
internet.
it would
and
make
whatnot.
sense. Also, just like obviously
It's
taking
Sword
from
and
real life,
Shield.
they're so close to each other. A lot of people are hoping in this region we can travel to some other region. I would love to go back to Kalos because Kalos felt super incomplete, like as far as story and as far as not getting the third version of the game and whatnot. And then yeah, like there's just leftover stuff like with AZ and the Floette thing. Like we don't know anything.
Just, like,
That just
really
happened. So I would love some more follow up on that region, and it'd be cool to visit it or something. Some sort of association would be cool. So even if it was just the reference of them, warring with each other, that'd be interesting. And also, it'd be very fitting for a game called Sword and Shield.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. It's
Not ready.
time to derail all the theories and just make everybody upset. Here we go. That chalk etching is actually AZ, who is the Banksy of
Banksy.
the Pokemon world. And the reason why Gen 1 was named Pallet Town is AZ is actually God who created all of Kanto. And the reason why it was named Palette is because he painted across the land to make Gen 1 the way it is. There's a connection. He left his etchings in Galar, which means we're going back to Gen 1.
Sir, you've been sniffing too many Among Us.
You mean
AZ,
Aromatisse?
Arceus, it makes sense. They both start with A.
Oh my goodness. Arceus, what's the last name? Arceus.
Z.
Wait, Floette Eternal, F plus E. If I take those two, I can bend them into a Z. Oh my god!
They both E rhymes with a Z. It's done.
What is Banksy? Banksy's artsy, AZ. Oh, Banksy's AZ.
Chalk. I can use chalk in art. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Also, side note, that'd be the worst picture of AZ ever. It's got like a skirt. He's walking in this trench coat and a scarf. He's like, "This is not my edgy look. What are you doing, people?"
It's
He-
very
he just-
tall though, so it's slightly accurate.
Oh yeah, anyone can make me tall if they can go up a hill.
Look, man, he just had a wardrobe change. This is just what he wore when he was in Scotland. They wear kilts and
Oh my
skirts and all that
God,
jazz.
I don't want to see AZ.
He's
in
actually
in a
Scottish.
kilt.
I want to see more activities to do in the game because it's fine enough when a game, if it has like a decent enough story to hold you over through the whole thing, and you don't feel like you wasted your time. If there's no post game, I want there to at least be things to do in the town so it feels alive, because everyone has their own generation of games from Pokemon that they really like going back to doing one certain thing. Some people it's the contests, for me, I like doing the battle subway again. So that's just an idea. So I wonder what they could include in this. They could involve the trains. They could involve that pier on the right side or the lighthouse, something involving there. Even something as small as like Lavender Town, just to give the place some life, even though Lavender Town is kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah, more life is definitely a good thing in a Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's one thing I do miss is the little mini game things from berry mixing to the game corner. Even though I get why that's gone, I feel like we could still have something like whether it's Voltorb Flip or whatever. I miss those little things where if you're like, I want to play Pokemon, but just what's over here? The contest hall, in my opinion, was done best in Gen 3. I think Gen 4 added a bunch of unnecessary stir souffles and dance. Like, I want to just fight it out with my moves and do stuff like that and not be tedious. So, but I miss those extra things.
Graphics give Gen 6 vibes. Gen 6 had super training. Super training involved hitting a soccer ball at inflatable toys. I feel like we're making a connection here. Because there are a lot of sports. They could easily implement the sports that they had in Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 to these types of games. Now it's a Switch. You got a lot more manpower. They're going to do a lot with it.
Yeah, there's Stonehenge in there, or a reference to it. It's not the full thing. We have the like farming fields. I think they're farming fields. You have the thing that Noob mentioned at the beginning. That's AZ. Some colorful something or other below the fairy town. There's a lot of just little things, including a lighthouse that maybe that's our ferry to Kalos. Maybe Mr. Briny retired from his little house there and moved out, got a summer home, and now he ferries people to Kalos.
Mr. Briny's just been from England this whole time.
Yeah, I believe it.
He goes back to
Banksy
college to get a
painted him
degree
into
in
emerald.
conducting trains.
What if Briny is the champion?
It'll be Pico's
Oh,
the champion.
no.
What are you talking
It'll
about?
just be this level 100 Wingle going hoo-ah
Oh my
in your
God.
face.
You know, if they brought back
But you
Briny
won't kill
and
it.
Pico was like a Pelipper or something, I would actually cry. That would just like break my heart. It'd be so cute.
That and no one would ever finish the game because no one would have the heart to take down Pico if he's the 4 champion. It just wouldn't happen. No one would do it.
Badly, because I love the
Yes.
bagpipes.
Yes.
Like the other day is off topic. Actually, off topic, but now I'm gonna question it. Is AC/DC from UK? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they are.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. They have that one song that just has like bagpipes for like a minute straight or something. And I just it was like in my head for the longest time last week and I couldn't get it out of my head. So I just want like bagpipe rock music all over this region.
Let's get some fucking Molly in here. Let's go.
We mentioned the pubs thing. Oh, I wanted to mention something about that. They could have like pubs, but they could just be like juice bars or something corny
That's
like
what I'm
that.
gonna be.
Yeah.
Berry juice bars.
Well, you eat at like pubs are a drinking place, but they're also a place that you go to eat at too. Like it's
But
not
that's
a bar.
boring.
No, it's more than just a bar. Like it's a pub is not a bar. It's more than that. So
No,
I
I
can
know,
see
I
them
know.
still doing some kind of maybe they're gonna have the Spinda Cafe, so we're gonna get some mixed gummy drinks, and our IQ is gonna go up while we have a nice meal.
I mean,
I,
it
Only Noob gets that reference. It's okay.
yeah. I think it'll be something like what I said before, along the lines of the kind of like those teenager nightclubs sort of thing, like those arcade clubs that they go to where only a specific age group goes in, and then you could still have the pubs in the back and just be like, yeah, that's where your mom and dad goes, assuming you got a dad again. Or maybe you have no mother this time, but either way,
You're
like
an orphan.
whichever way it goes.
So it's just
could
like
be
a Dave
something
and
like that.
Buster's.
Yeah, like that, or well, no, a little more mature than a Dave and Buster's. There are mature ones. We went to them in, oh god, where was it? Did I go on vacation?
It's just a Chuck E. Cheese.
No, no, that doesn't want to be a Chuck Eradicate. I don't want that to be the
Oh god. Oh god. It's like
Oh,
the only
no.
Alolan Raticate that lives here, and it's the mascot.
no.
Like
It's gonna be
Noob.
Pika Palladium. No,
Noob, you uttered it into existence, and now it's gonna
Chuck
happen.
Eradicates. There's gonna be Pika Palladium.
Someone make
Oh.
fan art for
Wait.
this.
Oh, I
Wait,
hate
what is
this
it? It's
stuff.
gonna be Dave and Beldums. That's the closest I think I can get.
And they're just gonna go David and Goliath.
Dave
And like the
Bishop.
Goliath is the Goliath
Maybe
is just
David
like
Bowser
a
is
Golurk.
just gonna be
It's a
Doug Bowser.
David Golurk.
It's a Golurk and he has like pizza.
Oh my god, Dave and Golurks.
It's just gonna be a reference to Doug
Dude,
Bowser
it'd be
to
like
David
rocket
Bowser.
fast. It'd be rocket fast pizzas. Gamma would love that, to be able to deliver pizzas on rockets. That'd be awesome. Give him a jetpack.
They still won't tip me.
If you do like a backflip with a jetpack on,
They'll complain it was too quick.
They still won't tip me.
And if they
You
if
can
they
tip
do
them.
tip you, if they do tip you, it'll be like 2 Pokebucks, and you're like, you can't even buy a potion with this.
I can't even pay for the gas that I put in the jetpack, right? Like, literally, I spent $40 to deliver you a pizza, man. You could at least give me $5. Come
or
on.
a refill with all the jet fuel in your
True.
back in your basement.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like to follow the podcast on Spotify, there will be a link down below, along with the SoundCloud link. If you want to follow us there, get the podcast as soon as it comes out. Thanks for watching. See you next video.